Coming up, we'll take a look back at a former Fayetteville star who is making a name for himself nationwide.
We'll also learn about how veterans living in Fayetteville celebrated Valentine's Day. I'm Georgia Rowland.
And I'm Alex Mills. Welcome to Breaking the Leash.
Welcome back to this month's edition of Breaking the Leash. Thank you for joining us.
Many holidays go by without us thinking about how veterans spend those days. But one group of volunteers makes sure that Valentine's Day is a special time for veterans all over town.
FHS TV reporter Emma Gardner gives us a behind-the-scenes look at this special event and shows us why so many veterans look forward to this day.
Valentines for Veterans is an important event that takes place every year at the Veterans Hospital. It's a way for people in the community to come and show respect for our city's veterans.
At the VA, my wife and I both volunteer here. She's a greeter and a transfer, veterans, and I work in the pharmacy, helping the veterans to work the kiosk machine and just basically whatever their needs are.
So I'm the Director of Veterans Affairs at the University of Arkansas with the Associated Student Government, and this year we partnered with ROTC and student veterans as well as Delta Gamma to make over 100 cards to bring and deliver to the VA on Valentine's Day. But so many elementary school kids make cards, and different civic groups such as young 4-H'ers and people from different nonprofit organizations from throughout the community all joined together to make these cards to show our veterans the love that they so greatly deserve.
Well, it's just coming in and showing appreciation on this Valentine's Day, that we care for them, and we just want them to know that we're here for them to help them in whatever their needs are.
Valentine's for Veterans is such a special day because it's part of a national week called National Salute to Veteran Patients at veterans hospitals throughout the country, where volunteers and community members come to celebrate our veterans and show them how loved they are, just because these people have defined love of country, and they've shown us what it means to love something so much to sacrifice your life to defend it, and they did that as serving as a veteran and serving our country in uniform. And so it's just such a special day to tell our veterans that you are loved, and to just get to show them how much we love them and love the country that they have fought to protect.
Thanks everyone for making this such a special event. For Breaking the Leash, I'm Emma Gardner.
Thanks, Emma. Be on the lookout for more events benefiting veterans and how you can get involved as a volunteer.
Fayetteville High School has long been a breeding ground for successful athletes. With famous alumni including Ronnie Brewer, Wallace Spearman, and Skip Holtz, there is one name rapidly moving up that list.
The Allen family has produced many successful college players, and one in particular is now making a name for himself in the National Football League.
FHS reporter Ren Taylor shows us how Brandon Allen is proving himself nationally from his start right here in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
From his humble beginnings as a member of the FHS Purple Dog football team to his now career as the second quarterback for the Denver Broncos, Brandon Allen has always been someone who's put in the necessary effort to realize his dreams.
First became interested in football, I must have been probably 2 years old. My dad was a coach, so I was always kind of around the game, going to practices, doing all that sort of thing. So I always loved being around football and playing in the backyard with my brothers and all that, and it kind of just sparked a lot of fun for me. And I don't know that there's really a why besides I really enjoyed just playing, and I just kind of kept playing until someone tells me I can't play anymore.
I would say Brandon's always had a really good work ethic. You don't get to where he's gotten without it. Yeah, he's had talent, but I think the thing that sets him apart is the fact that he works hard. He's always one of the hardest workers, whether that be in school or on the field or anywhere.
The greatest challenge I've probably faced so far is just I think there's so much negativity out there, and there's so many people that say you can't do something that it is an obstacle, and I think the only way to overcome it is to be, true to yourself and know what you're doing, and not letting the people that have negative things to say about you and just want to bring you down, not letting that affect you at all. And I think throughout my whole career, college, NFL, and all that, I've had so many people that have been negative, and a lot of positive people too. But I think it's all about not letting the negative people affect what you're doing and what you know you can accomplish. Just recently, I was able to play and start my first NFL game, and we got a win. So I think, along with the win and throwing my first touchdown, was probably my greatest memory today. So I've had a few great memories and a few not so great memories, but I think that one has to be the best one so far.
Brandon Allen is a real-world example of how hard work and determination can pay off. Make sure to watch him next season. I'm Bryn Taylor with Breaking the Leash. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Bryn. Be sure to pay attention to the Broncos this upcoming season as Brandon is fighting for a starting job.
Our final story today covers a news story that is spreading worldwide.
With millions of people affected by the flu and other outbreaks, many hospitals around the area must have a plan of action going forward. Reporter Sydney Pickles shares a look at how local hospitals are dealing with the high volume of infected patients here in Northwest Arkansas.
With the fear of coronavirus and influenza in our community, doctors, emergency responders, and community members are doing their parts to keep everyone healthy.
That someone with disease has touched, and then you rub your nose or you rub your eyes, and next thing you know, you're sick. During this time of the year, it's the influenza that we think about the most. I mean, I know right now the headlines are all about coronavirus, and a few years ago it was about Ebola. So there's always some type of infection or new disease that's out there that we like to talk about. The people who aren't aware, that's the real problem. Those are the people, not only are they more likely to get sick, but they're also more likely to spread it because they don't know they're sick, or they just think they have a cold, or they just don't feel good that day. And before you know it, it's been 3, 4, 5 days and you've been feeling poorly, and now you're out spreading disease around town. You're going to McDonald's, you're going to the mall, you're going wherever, and everything that you touch, every door handle and every bathroom stall, you're spreading disease.
At the hospital, we're prepared for anything to come through the door. We did the same when the Ebola virus had come to the United States a few years ago. We had a specific team. They knew what to do.
Get your flu shots. Every year, get your flu shot.
To stay healthy, be sure to wash your hands and cover your face when you cough. For more information, visit the Washington Regional website.
Thanks, Sydney. That's all we have for this edition of Breaking the Leash. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at FHS-TV-Fayetteville High for all new shows and live events.
And make sure to check out our Instagram at FHS Bulldog TV to stay up to date with news around the school and in the community. I'm Alex Mills.
And I'm Georgia Rowland. We'll see you next time.